Actually, you were never taught this in school, not because it wasn't important, but because it was powerful. Actually, money isn't just numbers in your bank account. It's control, it's freedom, it's peace of mind. Actually, most people live paycheck to paycheck not because they're lazy, but because they've never learned the laws of money. In this book, actually, with their hand the lies, these 21 laws will reshape how you see wealth forever. Mostly if you're tired of working hard and still feeling broke, it's time to start working smart. This is not a get-rich-quick manual. Actually, this is the truth they don't want you to hear. Lahan money flows to those who respect it. If you treat money like trash, it will treat you the same. Actually, every dollar you spend without puller you've sentenced to die in the hands of someone else's dream. Actually, respecting money is the basics: tracking your income, knowing your expenses, and making decisions with your future in mind. Actually, wealthy people are not always the smartest or most educated, they're the most aware. Actually, they watch where their Lily watches his troops. Why? Because money is power, and power must be controlled. Actually, let's take an example. Visible earn the same $5 a month. One treats money like air, it comes, it goes. No budget, no awareness. Actually, the other writes down every expense, trims waste, and invests the rest. Fast forward 5 years. The first person is still broke, actually drowning in lifestyle inflation. The second, financially free with assets growing even in their sleep. The takeaway, actually, you cannot win a war if you don't know the battlefield is money demands respect, and respect starts with control. Law 20. Pay yourself first. Last, most people get paid and immediately pay bills, buy groceries, eat out, actually, and then, if anything is left, save a little. That's backwards. You must pay yourself first. Actually, this means the first person who gets a piece of your paycheck is you, not your landlord, not your car loan, not Amazon. Actually, set aside a fixed percentage of every dollar you earn and lock it away into savings or investments before you touch the rest. Actually, that's how wealth is, Miss Way. You're the CEO of your life. If your business doesn't make profit, it's failing. Actually, saving and investing are your profits. They are your freedom fund. It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. Actually, start with 10% of every dollar. Make it automatic, you know it. You'll be stacking cash while others are chasing paychecks. Takeaway. Actually, rich pay themselves first. The poor pay everyone else first and wonder why they stay broke. Law 30. Assets feed you. Actually, liabilities eat you. You want to tell the difference between an asset and a liability. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes it out. A house you live in, liability. A house you rent out, asset. Actually, that new car that depreciates the setting year it off the lot, liability. A vending machine business that earns money while you sleep, asset. Actually, we're trained to chase things that look wish, not build things that make us rich. Stop buying crap to impress people you don't even like. Actually, focus in say hash, producing assets, stocks, businesses, real estate, royalties, intellectual property. Actually, the more assets you own, the less you have to work. Eventually, your money works harder than you do. Takeaway. Actually, wealth isn't measured by what you buy, it's measured by what works for you when you stop working. Law 4. Actually, money doesn't solve a broke person $100 and they'll lose it. If you hand a rich person $1,000, actually they'll multiply it. Why? Because it's not about the money, it's about the mindset. Money magnifies your habits, not your intelligence. If your mind is poor, your bank account will eventually match. Mindset is the foundation. Actually, you need to believe less possibles for you. Not for all the people, not for the lucky, but for you. Actually, you don't need to be born into money. You need to be born again into discipline, vision, and execution. You have to unlearn poverty. Actually, rewire your identity. Steady money. Surround yourself with people who treat wealth like a science, not a mystery. Take away your mindset is the bank. Actually is poor. Withdraw your future. Law free time is your greatest investment partner. You don't get rich overnight. Actually, you get rich over time with consistency. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world because it rewards patience, not speed. Actually, the 500 month invested from age 25 can to over 1 million by 65. The earlier you start, the less you need to invest. Actually, but most people don't action until it's too late. Think of money like a seed. You plant it, water it, protect it, and eventually it grows into a forest. But if you keep digging it up, chasing quick wins, or waiting for, you'll never see results. Don't underestimate small, consistent effort. That's how giants are built. Most right now, what can I do that the second best is today? Would you like me to continue and send Laws 610 next in the same style? Law 60 budgeting isn't restriction, it's permission to win. Most people hear the word budget and immediately think of pain, sacrifice, and denial. But budgeting is not about saying no, it's about saying yes to the right things. It's not a punishment, it's a plan. And without a plan, your money will always disappear. You'll wonder where it went, and worse, you'll blame the system, the job, the government, everything except the real issue: no control. A budget is your permission slip to live on purpose. It tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It helps you spend without guilt, save with intention, and invest with clarity. And it doesn't matter how much you make, if you don't control it, someone else will. That's how you stay broke on 6 figures. And that's how you build wealth on minimum wage. Let me give you a simple truth: the most powerful budget is the one that's realistic. Not one built on fantasy, not one designed to impress, one that reflects your actual lifestyle, your values, and your goals. It includes your fun money, your savings, your giving, and your investing, all built into a system that you can sustain. Let's take 2 examples. One person makes $4,000 a month and tracks nothing. They spend randomly, swipe without thinking, and react to every financial crisis. So amount, but uses the 53 Act 20 rule: 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings investment. Fast forward 1 year. The first person is in debt. The second has saved $9,600, started investing, and sleeps better at night. That's not magic. That's budgeting with purpose. Budgeting also helps kill emotional spending, which is one of the biggest wealth killers. When you feel sad, stressed, or bored, it's easy to treat yourself into poverty. A budget creates boundaries, and boundaries create peace. If you're serious about getting rich, stop avoiding your numbers. Track every dollar for 30 days. Categorize your spending. Then make a plan that serves your dreams, not your dopamine. Take away a budget doesn't restrict your life. It sets it free. Because real freedom is not doing whatever you want. It's doing whatever you want because you planned for it. Let me know when you're ready for Law 7 and I'll continue in the exact same style. Law 7E. If you don't learn how to sell, you'll always be underpaid. It doesn't matter if you're a teacher, artist, coder, plumber, or preacher. If you don't learn how to sell, you will forever be at the mercy of someone who has. Selling is not about being pushy. It's not about lying or scamming. It's about communicating value. It's about knowing your worth, showing your worth, and helping others see it too. You could be the best in the world at what you do, but if nobody knows, nobody pays. That's why people with half your talent are making 10 times more, because they learned how to package, present, and persuade. They how to why their time is worth $500 an hour. And people believe them. Why? Because they believe it first. Selling isn't just for products, it's for ideas. It's for interviews, negotiations, proposals, and promotions. If you're not selling, you're settling. Most people are afraid to sell because they fear rejection. But rejection is just redirection. It's feedback. It's how you sharpen your pitch, your clarity, your confidence. Take Elon Musk. He didn't become a billionaire just because he builds cars. He sold the vision of the future. Steve didn't just build phones. He sold the idea that holding an iPhone made you part of a revolution. Whether you're launching a brand or for a job, you're always selling yourself, your message, your story. Let's take a simpler design. 2 freelancers on Fiverr. One writes, "I offer logo design." The other writes, I'll create a unique, memorable logo that turns your brand into a household name. Same service. One is selling features. The other is selling a result. Who do you think gets hired and paid more? If you want to increase your income, increase your influence. And to do that, you must become a student of sales. Read books, watch the masters, practice daily. Because money flows to clarity, not confusion. And sales is how you bring clarity to your value. Takeaway: if you don't know how to sell, you'll always be underpaid by someone who does. Learn to sell or settle for less than you're worth. Let me know when you're ready for Law 8 and I'll continue in the same style. Law 80. Never rely on a single stream of income. The most dangerous number in your financial life is one job, one client, one paycheck. Because the moment that one thing stops, your entire life crumbles. And in today's world, nothing is guaranteed. Not your employer, not the economy. Not even your industry. The rules have changed, and the people winning are the ones who learned how to diversify their income. Let's get one thing straight. Multiple streams of income are not just for millionaires. They're how you become one. You start small. A side hustle, a digital affiliate link, a rental property, a YouTube channel, a dividend stock portfolio. The goal is not to do everything. It's little systems that pay you repeatedly, even when you're not working. Imagine you lose your job tomorrow. Most people panic, they scramble, they borrow. But if you had 3 other income streams bringing in $500 each per month, you'd survive. You might not thrive yet, but you wouldn't collapse. That's the power of financial depth. It's not about being flashy, it's about being resilient. Let's look at someone like Shaq. Didn't stop at basketball. He's got over 50 businesses, endorsements, investments, even his own food chains. Why? Because he understands the principle: if one faucet turns off, the water keeps flowing from another. Or take a school teacher, Ilzilla, on weekends, teaching other educators how to create lesson plans. She turns it into a course. That course earns her $100 a month passively. It's not about quitting the job. It's about owning options. This law is about security. And in a world where layoffs happen, calls security comes from diversification, not dedication. Your boss's loyalty can change overnight, but your systems won't. Here's the hard truth: you don't have a money problem. You have a leverage problem. You're trading time for money, but time is limited. You can only work so many hours. So what happens when earns while you sleep? You break the time trap. You create financial peace. Takeaway: one stream of income is a gamble. Liabilities things is a plan. Stop surviving off one paycheck. Start planting income seeds that playing while you rest. Let me know when you're ready for Law 9. And I'll keep building your book in this exact tone and format. Law 9: the poor buy luxury first. The rich buy it last. Poor and ill's line says wash to look rich. The moment they get a raise, they upgrade the car, the phone, the wardrobe. It's emotional spending. People think differently. They earn first, invest next. And do they lie luxury when their assets can afford it, not their paycheck? Here's the rule: if you can't buy it twice, most right now, what can I do that if you can't afford it, drive it or show it off, you're not winning, you're bleeding. Wealth is not built on image, it's built on delayed gratification. A Futtons 200 phone won't build your future, but investing Futtons 200 stocks or a course can grow into something that makes money and gives you freedom to buy whatever you want later. Stress-free. Take Warren Buffett, still lives in the same modest house since 1958, not because he can't buy a mansion, because he knows the mansion doesn't make the man. A flashy lifestyle doesn't mean freedom. In many cases it means debt. Takeaway: stop trying to look rich, build the foundation and the luxury will come on your terms. Law 10. Your network is your legacy. You surround yourself with are either pulling you forward or holding you back. Money doesn't just flow from effort, it flows through relationships. If you want to level up financially, you must upgrade your circle. You need to be around people investing, not gossip. About ideas, not problems. About building, not blaming. Actually, think of money like electricity. Eloplating you are to the right grid. Mentors, coaches, partners. Actually, cause the more power flows through you, one conversation can change your life. Actually, one introduction can open doors you couldn't break down on your own. Ever wonder why millionaires hang out with millionaires? It's not by accident. It's like design. They take their mindset. They fuel each other's vision. They share opportunities. Actually, you can't soar like an eagle when you're flocking with pigeons. If you're the smartest person in your group, your growth is capped. And stretch yourself. Pay to be in rooms with smarter people. Join masterminds. Attend events. Learn how winners think. Takeaway. Actually is not a solo score to your network determines your next level. Get in the right room. Law when money loves speed. Actually, as I sweat away saying opportunities don't wait. They knock and then they move on. People who build wealth understand that speed matters. Actually, when the stock market when a list opens up for investment, they act. But here's the key, they don't move recklessly. Actually, they move fast and prepared. Most people freeze when opportunities show up because they're not ready, financially, mentally, or emotionally. Actually, they overthink, hesitate, and watch others win. Winners move fast because they've been preparing behind the scenes, saving, studying, strategizing. Actually, think of a boss. The preparation takes months. That's money. It moves fast, but you can't chase it blindly. Actually, you prepare so when it shows up you're not reacting, you're responding. You're ready. Let's say you want to buy an investment property. If you've got your credit actually, you're saying stacked, and your homework done. You're ready to move when the deal shows up. Actually, that's how money rewards those who are prepared. Takeaway, wealthy people prepare quietly so they can move quickly. Most ready now so you don't have to get it later. Law 1 trend debt is a tool, not a trap. Debt is not the enemy. Misuse debt is. Actually, most people use that lose value. Cars, clothes, vacations. That's how they fall into the trap. High interest, low return. Actually, but wealthy people use it to buy assets, things that create income, grow in value, or build leverage. The key is this. Most good debt earns you money. Bad debt costs you money. A loan to buy a rental property that cash flows monthly. That's good debt. Actually, a loan to buy a couch you'll replace in 2 years. That's bad debt. Actually, think of Robert Kiyosaki. He built his real estate empire using other people's money. He didn't fear debt. He studied it, respected it, actually, and used it as a wealth factor. The problem isn't credit cards. Actually, it's using them to buy fast food and designer shoes instead of investing in your future. If you use debt right, it's a tool. If you use it wrong, actually, it becomes chains. Takeaway, not fear, Nastrid. Use it to grow, not to glow. Law of earth, money grows in silence. Loud money is insecure money. Actually, the people who constantly flare huts every purchase, brag about every deal, they're usually not as rich as they look. Actually, real wealth is quiet, focused, and strategic, because when you're truly building, you don't need applause. You need momentum. Actually, silence protects your moves. It keeps you from distractions. It keeps you humble. Most importantly, actually, it keeps you from the external pressure to impress people. You don't owe the internet an update. You owe your future results. Actually, there's a reason you didn't hear about Jay-Z becoming a billionaire until he already was. Because he wasn't chasing validation. Actually, he was chasing value. Wealthy people are elders, not broadcasters. Talking about your goals too much gives you a fake sense of achievement. Execution lets success make the noise. Takeaway, work in silence, grow in private. Let your assets do the talking. Law 420. Actually, never trade time for money forever. The harsh truth, if you're only making money when you're working, you're stuck. Actually, time is your most limited resource. You can't get it back. Trading hours for dollars might pay the bills now, but it can't create freedom. Actually, the wealthy understand this early. They live investments that run without them. Investments that grow while they sleep. Royalties. Actually, Lizil Quatatulasileng comes in whether they're in a meeting or on a beach. Actually, you've got to start shifting your mindset from how can I earn more to how can I earn without me. Start small. Actually, create something 1,000 times. Automate a side hustle. Buy into an index fund. Actually, but stop believing that hawk alone will set you free. It's not about hustling more. It's about scaling smart. Takeaway. Actually, wealthy people don't sell time, they buy it. Created income that works without you. Law 16. Actually, then break them ethically. Money has rules and those who win study them. Tax codes, business laws, investment loopholes. Actually, the game is rigged. But not against you if you learn how to play. The poor avoid the system. The rich study it, master it, and then optimize it. Actually, want to pay less in step battle at the IRS rewards. Actually, business owners and in head tax because they create jobs and stimulate the economy. Want to build wealth faster? Learn how to defer. Actually deduct and shield your earnings like the rich do. This isn't about cheating, it's about strategy. The rich hire accountants, lawyers, mentors, not because they're scared, but because they know the edges in the details. Example, 2 people earn 100,000. Actually, one pays 30,000 in taxes, the other pays 10,000 because he deducts travel, meals, home office, and health expenses legally. Actually, same income, vastly different outcomes. Takeaway, don't complain about the rules, learn them, then bend them smartly and ethically to win. Actually, let me know when you're ready for Law 16 to 21, and I'll continue writing in this same powerful format. Actually, here are Laws 16 to 21, your motivational audiobook style book. 21 Laws of Money, each written in a compelling, actually 400-500 words to engage your US YouTube audience and drive real action. Law 16 Z, build wealth. Actually, not just income. A high income is not the same as being wealthy. In fact, many high earners are secretly broke. They drive luxury cars, actually live in fancy homes, but behind the scenes they're drowning in debt and fear. Actually, that's because income lasts as long as you work. Wealth is permanent. It lasts even when you stop. Wealth is what you keep. Actually, what grows and what pays you when you are asleep. Wealth is assets. It's freedom. It's ownership. Actually, you could make 50 out a year and still be building wealth through smart investing, living below your means and creating passive income. Meanwhile, actually someone making 200 selling could be a take away from collapse. This law is about shifting your focus. Actually, don't just chase a bigger salary, chase ownership. Own real estate, own equity, own digital products, own your brand. Actually, because when you own thing, you're not just working for money. Money is working for you. Actually, Jeff Bezos isn't rich. He's rich because he owns Amazon stock. Ownership builds legacy. Income pays the bills. Actually, choose your obsession wisely. Takeaway, don't just increase your income. Build your net worth. Wealth is what stays after the paycheck ends. Law 7 in A's. Ashley, master the money mindset. Or stays your relationship with money is shaped by how you think. If you believe money is evil, you'll repel it. Actually, if you believe you don't, it'll sabotage it. Mindset is the foundation, and without it, no strategy will save you. Most people were raised with learning this. Mostly money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. We can't afford that. These thoughts create scarcity. Actually, they teach you to fear abundance. But the truth is, money amplifies who you are. If you're kind, it gives you power to help. If you're creative, actually it gives you freedom to build. Reprogram your mind to believe that wealth is possible for you. Read financial books. Actually surround yourself with people who speak abundance. Replace toxic money stories with truth. I attract opportunities. I control my financial destiny. I deserve wealth because I provide value. Your mindset sets your ceiling. Once you break it, and you break through. Stay stuck in fear, and you stay stuck in lack. Takeaway, wealth starts in the mind. Actually, if you don't fix your thinking, your bank account will reflect your fears. Law 18. Actually, protect your wealth like a warrior. It's not just about making money, it's about keeping it. Many people lose wealth faster than they earn it. Bad investments, reckless spending, no emergency fund, one hospital bill, one lawsuit, one market crash, and it's all gone. Actually, wealthy people don't just grow money, cut it. They have defense systems, savings accounts, insurances, legal protections. Actually, diversified portfolios. They don't put all their eggs in one basket, and they don't gamble with their future. Actually, think of your finances like a castle. Your income is the gate, your savings are the moat, your insurance is the shield. Actually, and your legal structure. If you don't build protection, the first storm will destroy everything. Start simple. Actually, build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Get health, life, and liability insurance. Learn basic asset protection strategies. Actually, and never let lifestyle creep rob you of your safety net. Take away offense makes you rich. Defense keeps you rich. Actually, protect your let I depends on it, because one day it might law mindini. Actually, give first. Abundance leans may sound backward, but it's true. The fastest way to receive is to give. Actually, giving shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It tells the universe, I have more than enough. And that energy attracts more. Actually, we're not talking about blind charity. We're talking about intentional contribution. Help someone build their dream. Support a cause that aligns with your values. Share knowledge. Tip generously. Donate anonymously. Give when it's hard, especially then. Actually, every wealthy person understands this principle. Look at Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, or LeBron James. They give because they understand that abundance expands when shared. They don't give because they're rich. Most right, they're rich because they give. Giving also keeps your heart in check. It keeps greed away. It reminds you that money is not the goal. Impact is. Actually, take away. If you want more, give more. Generosity is the soil where wealth grows. Law trouters. Actually, teach your money to work harder than you. Most people work hard for money. Wealthy people make money work hard for them. That's the difference. Actually, your dollars are employees. If they're sitting in a savings account earning 0.01% interest, they're lazy. But if they're invested in stocks, in business, real estate, they're out grinding 24/7. Every dollar should have a job, a purpose, a plan. Idle money is dead money. Actually, wealth multiplies when your capital compounds. That means putting it where it grows, safely, smartly, and steadily. Start by automating investments. Everyone put money into assets that appreciate or produce income. Think index funds, dividend-paying stocks, actually rights, or digital assets. The goal is not to work more. The goal is to deploy your money like a general sending troops to war. Actually, this is how you eventually stop working for every dollar, because your dollars are out there working for you. Tack away. Actually, you'll never be free until your money makes more money than you do. Invest smart. Build wealth while you sleep. Law 21. Legacy over luxury. Leave something lasts, luxury fades. Legacy doesn't. At the end of your life, actually, no one will care about your designer shoes or expensive watch. They'll remember what you built, who you helped, what you left behind. Actually, building a financial legacy learns key to your kids about money. It means leaving behind assets, not just bills. It means setting up trust. Actually, writing a will, documenting your knowledge. It means creating systems that outlive you and bless generations. True wealth is multi-generational. Actually, it's not just about escaping poverty. It's about erasing it from your bloodline. Actually, it's about building stuff is long after you're gone. Start now. Create a legacy fund. Buy life insurance. Write down your lessons. And help someone rise. Because money is temporary, but impact is forever. Takeaway: don't just chase a success. Build something that lives beyond you. Actually, make your money matter for generations to come. Top 3 takeaways that will change your life forever. 1. Actually, wealth is not about income, it's about ownership, mindset, and intention. The first truth you must tattoo on your mind is this. Actually, money isn't just about how much you earn. It's about how much you own, how you think, and how you move. Actually, most people live their entire lives chasing a paycheck. They upgrade their jobs, their skills, and their salaries, but never escape the rat race. Why? Because their entire existence is rooted in earning, not in owning, in working, not in building, in reacting, not in planning. Actually, people think differently. They see money not as an end, but as a tool to buy time, freedom, and choices. They don't look for that actually. They look for ownership. They don't get emotional about money. They get intentional. Actually, they don't trade time for dollars forever. They invest in things that work harder than they do. And it all starts in the mind. Actually, if you believe you're bad with many UAT, most right now what can I do ach people lucky, you'll never take control of your own financial future. Your mindset sets your financial ceiling. Actually, when you shift from scarcity to abundance, excuses to action, from consumption to contribution, everything changes. Actually, the wisest transformation is you stop seeing money as your master, and you start becoming its manager. Actually, that is they are worried. 2. Time is more valuable than money, so build systems. Actually, less simple yet brutal, you can make more money, but you can never make more time. Actually, the poor trade time for money, the wealthy trade money for leverage. The goal is not to hustle harder until your body breaks down. Actually, the hair in without your constant presence. This is where most people stay stuck. They work 40, 50, actually 60 hours a week thinking one day it will all pay off. But time doesn't reward you for effort, it rewards you for strategy. Actually, if your income stops the moment you stop working, you're trapped. You're a prisoner with a paycheck. Actually, real freedom starts when you build income streams that work without you. Whether it's through investing, digital products, real estate, actually, or royalties, every dollar you earn passively gives you your life back. That's not just money. That's peace. Actually, that's what wealth with when you're done sleeping, not when an alarm demands it. And don't let perfection stop you. Actually, you don't need to build an empire overnight. Start with one small stream, something that earns 50 while you sleep, then scale, then systemize. Actually, before you know it, your money is a full-time job, and you're living a life most people only dream of. The rule is simple. Earn passively to be free. 3. Actually, legacy over luxury. Focus on what will outlast you. The final and perhaps most sacred lesson is this: don't spend your life trying to look rich. Actually, spend your life trying to last. Luxury is temporary. Legacy is eternal. Actually, every dollar you spend today is a vote for your future ego. A 2,000 bag won't build your future, but 2,000 in a brokerage account. Actually, a small business or your child's education. That's planting a tree whose shade your family will rest under long after you're gone. Actually, that's generational thinking, and that's where true wealth begins. Actually, legacy isn't about how much you leave behind. It's about how many people you lift up. Did you teach your children how to manage money? Actually, did you create systems that your family can build on? Did you break the chains of poverty, ignorance, or financial silence in your bloodline? Actually, it's not about giving your kids money. It's about giving them the mindset to multiply it. We're taught to chase now. Actually, but wealth commands you think decades ahead. Your name, your impact, your values, those are the real assets. That's what people will remember. That's what lives on. So the question is, are you chasing luxury for applause, or are you building legacy in silence? Final word: money, at its core, is a mirror. It reflects your priorities, your mindset, and your habits. Actually, the 21 laws of money aren't just tips. They're a code of conduct, a way of seeing, thinking, and acting that leads to long-term freedom. Actually, start respecting money, start investing time wisely, start living for your legacy, not your likes. Because in the end, actually, it's not just about being rich, it's about being free and leaving something behind that's bigger than you. Actually, let me know if you'd like a book voiceover script formatting or a book cover thumbnail for YouTube. Real life applications. Actually, how to apply the 21 laws of daily. Rating the laws is powerful, but applying them is where transformation happens. Actually, wealth isn't just built in boardrooms or big moments. It's built in the small daily decisions most people overlook. Actually, is a breakdown of life ways you can live these laws out loud and start building financial freedom, one action at a time. 1. Most trying try every dollar you send effectually letting money starts with awareness. Actually, most people don't know where their money goes, and that's why it disappears. For 30 days, write down every single transaction: coffee, rent, Actually, online subscriptions, yes, a spreadsheet or a budgeting app like Mint, Waynemb, or Every Dollar. At the end of the month, actually categorize your expenses in needs. Once wasted, you'll be shocked by how much you spend unconsciously. Actually, this simple habit builds self-control, and that's the first step toward wealth. 2. Actually, automate saving and investing, even if it's just 10. Don't wait until you have extra money to start saving. Start now. Even if it's an entire week, open a high-yield savings account and set up an automatic transfer from your checking account every payday. Actually, treat it like a bill, because your future deserves to be paid. Next, open an investing account on platforms like Fidelity, Vanguard, Robinhood. Actually, Oracle, invest in this S&P Fight and ETS. Let your money grow passively. The habit is more important than the amount. 3. Actually, build a weekly budgeting ritual. Set a weekly money power hour. Every Sunday evening, sit down with your budget and review 3 things. Actually, what you spent this week, what you saved or invested, what needs to be adjusted next week. This keeps you proactive, not reactive. Actually, you stop money from controlling you and you start taking command of it. Bonus. Actually, involve your spouse or to create generational financial awareness. 4. Actually, create a side hustle you can scale. You don't need to quit your job. You just need to plant a second stream. Can you teach something online? Please start a drop shipping store, sell a digital product, offer a service on Fiverr or Upwork. Can you rent out a room or car? Pick one idea and give it 10 hours a week. The goal is to create something that earns while you sleep. Your job feeds you. Actually, your side hustle will eventually feed if I buy anything over 100. Wait 48 hours. This kills impulse spending. Actually, the next time you want Netflix, gadget, outfit, or dinner, wait 48 hours. Ask yourself, will this help me grow? Actually, can I invest this instead? Will I still want it in a week? This simple delay builds financial maturity. Actually, you'll find most wants fade away and your savings grow instead. 6. Learn one new skill that makes you money. Money flows to value. Actually, the more valuable you are, the more you earn. Choose one skill to master over the next 90 days. It could be, actually, copywriting, warehousing, real estate analysis, sales negotiation, digital marketing, Excel mastery. Dedicate just 1 hour a day. And turn off Netflix and turn on growth. Use YouTube, Coursera, Skillshare, or books. The better you get, the more the marketplace will reward you. 7. Actually, build a 3-month emergency fund. Start with a goal of saving 1 month's worth of living expenses, then build to 3 to 6 months. Actually, this is your freedom fund. It protects you from job loss, medical bills, and life surprises. Open a separate account just for this fund. Actually, make it boring, untouched, and sacred. The peace of mind it brings is worth more than any luxury. 8. Actually, audit your circle and upgrade your conversations. Who you hang around shapes your financial destiny. Actually, start paying attention to the money mindset of your friends, coworkers, and family. Do they talk about building or blaming? Actually, are they focused on the future or ice? Actually, you don't need to cut everyone off, but you do need to create space for higher level conversations. Join money-minded communities. Actually, follow wealthy mentors online. Get in rooms where your goals feel normal. 9. Set a monthly net worth goal. Most people only track income and expenses. Actually, start tracking your net worth, assets, liabilities. Use a spreadsheet or an app like Personal Capital. Actually, set a goal to increase it by 2% each month. Even a small upward trend builds massive confidence. Actually, this shifts your focus, learning less to building more. 10. Actually, write a 10-year vision for your financial life. This isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's a compass. Take 30 minutes and write down, actually, where you want to live, kind of income streams you want, how much freedom you desire, what legacy you want to leave, how you want money to feel in your life. Read this vision every month. Actually, let it remind you why you're budgeting, saving, investing, and living differently. Final thought, you don't need to be perfect. Actually, you just need to be intentional. Wealth is not about one big decision. It's about small decisions made consistently over time. One better habit. Actually, one smarter choice. These compound into a life you can't imagine right now. Start where you are. Use what you have. Actually, analyze this at a time. Because you don't just learn the 21 laws of money, you live them. Actually, let me know if you'd like this formatted to a downloadable workbook or want me to design a YouTube Audiobook visual summary for your channel. Actually, conclusion and call to action. Your journey to wealth starts now. You've just unlocked the 21 laws of money. Not just ideas, actually, but a proven roadmap that can lead you from where you are today to the life you dream of. If you made it this far, one thing is clear. Actually, you're not like the rest. You're not here for excuses. You're here for change. Remember, this isn't about becoming a millionaire overnight. Actually, it's about becoming a kind of person who attracts, multiplies, and protects wealth with wisdom. It's about building habits, systems, and beliefs that let escape survival mode and stepping into a mindset of ownership and freedom. You now know the rules. Actually, you've seen the mindset. You understand the moves. The only thing left is to take action. Real wealth doesn't come to those who wait. Actually, it comes to those who build, who start, even before they feel ready. So here's what you need to do next. Actually, if you found this valuable, it tells the platform you on world-class and helps others discover life-changing lessons just like you did. Actually, subscribe to the channel for more content on money, mindset, and freedom. Actually, we drop new audiobook strategies every single week, and you don't want to miss them. Actually, and if you're ready to take your next level, check out the description below. We've got bonus tools, workbooks, and even full-length guides to help you turn these laws into results faster than you ever thought possible. Because in the end, money won't change who you are, it will amplify it. And if you've made it here, I believe you're not just meant to survive, you're meant to lead, to build, and to win. The laws are in your hands now. Go apply them. Go build, go become the legacy your Hincha family will thank you for. This is your time. This is your moment. Let's build something that lasts. Subscribe, like, share, and start living the 21 laws of money today.